So that was the Rockwell Delta Uniplane. The Uniplane was manufactured probably from sometime in the 1960s until the late 1980s, perhaps the early 1990s. This particular model year was built in 1967. The Uniplane's cutter head consisted of 8 cutters. There's 4 chisel point cutters that serve as roughing, and then there's 4 smooth cutting, or they call them finish cutting bits. These bits are made out of high-speed steel, and they can be sharpened with a honing stone, or if you can find a place, they can still sharpen them. I don't know if those bits are available for sale anymore. The Uniplane's depth of cut is controlled by this knob here. You can take very fine cuts up to, looks like 7/64, almost 1/8 of an inch. Turning the knob adjusts the infeed table, which is this surface here, relative to the outfeed surfaces, which include this plate here and the outfeed table. The infeed table is set on dovetail ways and is adjusted on those ways. You can use the Uniplane to make chamfers on stock by tilting the table up. It will tilt up to 45 degrees. You move your stock through and make a chamfer on it. You can see here the dovetail ways that the infeed table is set on. And of course there's a miter gauge slot, so you can trim the ends of boards. You can take very small amounts of material off the ends of the boards. There is a series of screw holes here that are tapped with 1/4 inch 16 thread. These are intended to allow you to screw down a piece of scrap wood to help prevent tear out from the cutters. The Uniplane produces a lot of dust. It doesn't produce shavings, it produces dust. So I recommend at the very minimum you have at least a shop vac you can hook up to this. It's real important that if you have one, you can modify it with some foam to seal off all these gaps so that it'll pull the air primarily through the cutter area rather than from around this enclosure.